Today I'm going to be reacting to more Handyman Corner from the Red Green Show. I'm absolutely loving this show so far. The comedy is right up my alley. Really appreciating it. And first of all, I just want to say a couple of things. First, I want to thank everybody for the 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I really appreciate it so much. It's incredible to have so many subscribers. I just want to say one of my favourite things about it is not just the subscriber number, but it's all the comments I get on the videos. I really just spend like my time at night just reading through the comments, seeing how much people appreciate like these TV shows and the things I'm reacting to, and teaching me things about them, telling me about them. I'm really learning so much from the comments, so thank you for them. Keep commenting, keep recommending things, keep giving me information about what I'm watching. Absolutely love it. And next week I'm going to be making a reaction to one full episode of the Red Green Show. So tell me if you have any memorable episodes from the Red Green Show, whether I should just go for the first episode or if there's any others that were famous or popular. But yeah, thank you again. I really appreciate everybody watching my videos and takes the time to subscribe. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, we've got 3 episodes of Handyman Corner from the Red Green Show. This first one is Lug Nuts, a funny one, so let's check it out.
Kind of going a different way with the Handyman Corner this time. I thought I would take a normal problem and demonstrate how the true handyman uses ingenuity and persistence to overcome any obstacles. You know, the same approach would bring success in your personal or professional lives too, but I find that stuff pretty boring. So what we have here is a flat tire with some pretty rusty lugs on there. Okay, now, I started with brute force there, because that's always the shortest way home. But when brute force fails, what you have to do is go with more brute force. But this time we're going to add a little science in there. The law of the lever, which is not, if you don't love her, leave her. I'm talking about the extra torque you get whenever you extend the handle of your tool.
That's actually a good idea.
Now, a lot of guys would quit at this point, but then they're not me. And we all feel pretty good about that. We're going to give up on brute force. We're going to switch over to technology. This here is an impact wrench. It uses compressed air to do the work for you.
That thing's not budging. Jeez.
Sorry you had to see that back there. You know, a handyman losing his temper is the reason we have hospitals. But look at how I haven't let this thing beat me. See, I took the socket off the impact wrench, stuck it onto the wheel nut there, and then I welded this end of the pipe onto the socket. And now to give me the extra power to loosen this baby off, I attached the other end of this pipe to the drive shaft of this car.
Wow.
Now, she's only 200 horse, but I figure in reverse she'll have enough power to fire those nuts off no problem. And then when it comes time to tighten them back on, well, I can put it in drive and I got 3 speeds to choose from. The important life lesson here is you don't ever give up, you don't ever give in, and most importantly, you don't ever read the owner's manual. So remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
His logic is sound, although it's extreme. Now he reads the manual.
Man, those nuts are left-hand thread.
How did they even film that?
Hey everybody, I've been doing this tour, I did it last year.
Okay man, that was incredible. That really sums up what I love about this segment, Handyman Corner. Taking these simple problems and yeah, taking the resolution to the extreme. But what I really enjoy about it, as much as the idea is great, the way they shoot it is so great, man. Although that one had some like really interesting camera angles. how it just got more and more extreme as the video went on. I love Red Green, the character. He's so wholesome, but he takes these extreme measures to get sort these problems out. It's so good, man. Next we've got one variable wheelbase.
This ever happened to you? You're driving along, minding your own business, and suddenly it comes to your attention that you're completely lost. You don't have a clue where you are. And like so many other aspects of your life, you're on a dead-end street. Now, this wouldn't be a major problem if you had room to turn around. But unfortunately, they don't always build roads that way. And for sure, they don't build cars that way. That's because of this distance right here, between the front tire and the back tire. That's called the wheelbase. You have a long wheelbase, you get a real comfortable ride, but you got to go to the salt flats to turn around. You have a short wheelbase, oh sure, you can turn around on a dinner plate, but the ride is like being on the tilt-a-whirl. Wouldn't it be great if somebody invented a variable wheelbase car? Long when you're on a long ride, short when you're in a short turn. Well, don't expect the big three to come up with the answer. That's what Handyman Corner's for.
The sound of that pushing on the accelerator.
All you really need is a boat trailer, but you want to take the winch off there because you got to remount that on your vehicle. Oh yeah, and your vehicle needs to be front-wheel drive. That way you can take the whole rear axle assembly off there without hurting the drivetrain. And again, there's no rules there. You can take that rear axle off with whatever technology is available to you. Now, a winch is supposed to be for pulling the boat up onto a trailer, but we're going to use it for pulling the trailer down under the car. That's why I had to take her off there, so I can mount it on the car somewhere where I can get at it easily. I'm thinking right here, right near the sunroof. The only other alteration we need is something to guide the tongue of the trailer when it comes up under the car. Something to keep her good and snug. Loose tongues have a way of getting guys like me into trouble. So I'm thinking something kind of horseshoe shaped that I would hang under the middle of the bumper. In fact, I'm thinking horseshoe. Nothing more horseshoe shaped than that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, people told me about his masking tapes. He's a big fan. Oh. On that surface as well, man, that looked dodgy.
Okay, all I have to do now is attach my winch cable to the back end of my trailer, and we're ready to give her a go. If there are any car designers watching this, you may be getting a few phone calls. And emergency room doctors, you may get a few calls yourself. Okay, I think it's time for a demonstration of the world's first variable wheelbase luxury automobile. But before I do that, remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
How do they build these things even for this show, man? It actually works. Tell Tesla about this, man. Maybe Elon Musk would be interested. Yeah, that's what I want to say. What I like about this show is they seem to really build working props. Like, the amount of effort they must go into actually making these, not even just making them, coming up with the concept and the idea to actually, like, these ideas and making it come to fruition just for this comedy show is actually quite mental, man. I love it. Elon Musk, Tell Elon Musk to watch every one of these. I'm sure he would actually take some of these on board, man. Make a modern version. Okay, last we've got mid-engine car.
This is an exotic car magazine. A lot of high-priced fancy automobiles in this baby, I'll tell you. Ferraris and tiramisus. Now, a lot of guys avoid looking at these magazines because they can't stand seeing things they'll never have. That's actually true for all men's magazines. But to me, expensive can still be done cheaply. That's because I have imagination. Now, those $1 million European high-performance fancy boy cars, they're all red, stand about yay high, and they have the engine right in the middle of the car. See, the mid-engine balances the car so she corners better. Plus, if you smash into anything, most of the expensive high-tech engine parts will be protected by your passengers. Okay, I could never afford one of those babies. I mean, I had to wait till payday to buy the magazine. But I can still have a mid-engine car.
Homemade mid-engine
from the
car?
back of the car to the engine is exactly around 12 feet 11 inches. But from the engine to the front of the car is only 4 feet 9. So if I want to have the engine in the middle, I can either move the engine back around 5 feet, which would wreak havoc with my cup holders, or I could lop 12 feet off the back end, but that would force me to sit on the hood ornament. So simplest of all I got to do is add 8 feet to the front end. Now, if you're doing this in metric, best of luck to you.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Boy, that was a lot of sawing. But I got the new chunk to stick on the front of my vehicle, and the wheels even turn on this thing. Safe for a while. Now, I removed the engine and drivetrain from the unit. Well, actually, rust and gravity removed them, but I didn't fight it. I gotta find some way to flatten this roof down. Otherwise, it's gonna look kind of silly. I'm out of hacksaw blades, so...
Red just tipping a car over is a fantastic sight. Look at that thing, man.
Job, I would recommend 5 large rolls. That's too rich for you? Hey, maybe you can't afford to have a European-style mid-engine car. And for that finishing touch to make this baby look extra sharp, put a pizza box over the wheel wells to hide where the tires used to be. I would recommend you put a real good primer on those pizza boxes, because when cardboard gets wet, it loses a lot of its strength.
Look at the amount of tape used in that. That's
remember,
insane.
If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. This isn't an old junker anymore. It's a fancy Italian mid-engine junker. And I'm not red-green. I'm Umberto Tortellini.
Alberto Tortellini. Whoa. The ingenuity just for the ideas of this show. The sight of that car there splitting, or 2 cars, I call it masking tape. I think you call it maybe call it something else in Canada, but that masking tape just crazily wrapped around those 2, the car flattened. Got to take your hat off to the people who actually worked on this show, who produced this show. As much as I love Red Green, the team behind this show are just geniuses, but it takes so much work to actually make these things come to life. Love it, love the Red Green show. Tell me what you think about these 3 episodes, and recommend one episode of the Red Green show, and I'll check it out next week. Thanks.